Let's get it in, my friends. It is Tuesday. Time for the trial. Time for Tuesday timeout. This is the Smoke Show. And so we having a trial today. This isn't just a show. This is a trial. And so check in. Let me know how my sound is. Let me know how the video is. Let me know how you doing. Check on in, my friends. What you sipping on? What are you drinking on? What's happening with the good people? So check in as we get this trial on the way. What's happening, Bobby? Glad you're on. My friend Bobby is here. Steve is here. What's up, everyone? Old Fogey is here. Old Fogey been putting out some content. What's up, my brother? I know I owe you a call, but as you can imagine, I've been a little busy. What's up, everybody? Today, check in. Today we having the trial of Rise and Grind. We are putting Rise and Grind on trial. Enough is enough. Today, this is the Smoke Show. And so all those who got some smoke. Today we're going to discuss all the inflammatory things that Rise and Grind has said. All the ludicrous, vile acts taken out by Rise and Grind. Today, the people come together and we present the evidence before the court against the entity known as Rise and Grind. And so today, we're going to have our statements. Our statements have been prepared. The evidence is all before us. But we invite the people to also share in this trial, to share your frustration, to share your anger, to share the way that Rise and Grind has appalled you, upsetted you. Today, my friends, we bring the smoke. Today, we bring the smoke. And so check in, everyone. My brother's got one of my favorites, the Ramon Alones, an AJ cigar. I really like that cigar. So, in fact, you'll soon see a video by me, AJ cigars that I like. And so that's coming soon as we get situated. So I got me some root beer. No, I got me some ginger beer. And I got me my Definition cigar. Definition de War. So I'll be enjoying this tonight. As we get started, I do want to say that something strange happened this week. You may have noticed I didn't put out a video on Monday. That was 100% just by accident. What's going on, Nathaniel? Got a rare leaf Corojo. I used to really like the rare leaves and the Supreme leaves, the Aganorsa sticks. I haven't smoked those in a while. What's happening, Chris? Chris has got him Series V and some ginger ale. I'm following you, my brother. I got me some ginger beer with my cigar. We taking it easy. Taking it light and easy. I have some water as well. As we prepare for this trial. The trial against Rise and Grind. Brother Darren just finished a Limac midnight run. Okay, good. The folks is here. Brother Walter got his sticks. And so Brother Walter won an award. He won one of the raffles the other day. He won the Purged. Just this ultimate collection. I believe that was my favorite cigars. Atabays and Opus X and just he won. So he's saying that he finally got it in the mail. So my friends, so speaking of that, just today, I went to the post office. So I'm always at the post office. I'm coming up with a whole system where I can just get products out to people. And so I've got the boxes from the post office. I got it all set now. I got a whole distribution set up in my garage with packing paper and boxes, and because we sending out products to the people, and you guys are getting them. In fact, everyone that's ordered their journals, about how many journals have gone out? About 18 journals have gone out, and so you can order them on Amazon. So check that out, or you can become a sponsor on our Patreon. So the journals, people are getting the journals, and I love it that people are getting the journals and then they're taking pictures of the journals and posting them. So if you've gotten your journal already, go ahead, take a picture of it and share it with the people. And so when we say we're sending you something, you actually get it. And so everyone's getting their products. So today I went to the post office, shipped off 2 bottles today. What did I ship off today? And so Ray's Cigar Lounge. So your bottle went out today. He got that gold bar. And someone else. Was that you, Nathaniel? Someone got someone got something else. Someone got the Texas whiskey. And so those bottles went out today. We shipping out stuff. Stuff is going out. A frat brother, Shockproof 99, smoking an Aladino 85th anniversary. Been hearing a lot about that. I like Aladino. So speaking of shipments, and so my birthday is this Thursday. This Thursday, I turned 46 years old. And so this Thursday, I'm going to play some golf. My wife's going to take me out to a really nice restaurant. In fact, I'm going to get me and my daughter. We're going to go get a daddy-daughter pedicure. And then on Friday, I'll have the birthday show. Friday will be the birthday celebration. Friday, I'm just going to come kick it with the people. I'm going to be smoking me an Atabey Black, celebrating my birthday. And then we're going to be giving out something really nice. We're going to be giving out, I put together my birthday pack. So we're going to give that out on Friday. On Friday, we're going to give out the birthday pack. That's going to be just some of my most favorite cigars of the moment. So of course, it's going to have what you expect it to have. It's going to have the Goldies and the Atabeys and the Opas and the Milanios. And so we helping out the people. So Friday show, we're going to be giving out the birthday pack. And I'll be drinking. I'm going to open up a bottle of E.H. Taylor Single Barrel. What I might even do, in fact, I'll do this. I'll throw in a sample of the E.H. Taylor Single Barrel in with the birthday pack. And so I'll bottle it up for you, put it in a little vial, and send that on so you can celebrate with me. And so we'll be giving that out on Friday. Today we got a bottle that we're going to be giving out as we have this show. So we just checking in, getting situated. Yeah, I've entitled this. This is a trial. This is a smoke show. This is a show for anyone. For you to come and bring your grievances. I know I've said so much things that's hurt so much people. But today, the entity known as Rise and Grind is on trial. Today, we put Rise and Grind on trial. And so we allow the people, you can put in the comments, you can put all the things, the egregious things that Rise and Grind has said and done. And today we put Rise and Grind on trial. And so we're going to have some fun with today's show. We don't just we're not going to sit here and talk about cigars. We here to provide some entertainment, some education, some encouragement. And so what's going on, everyone? What is happening? My brother said the kids watching Paw Patrol. while he gets to enjoy the show. You should enjoy this show. I got me my ginger beer. Got me my definition of war. So again, check out our Patreon every day. Every day we upload, not every day, but every week we upload new content on there. Every week I put up about 2 videos a week over there. Check out the journals. You guys are going to love the journals. The journals you can get on Amazon. And today we'll give out a bottle. We'll be giving out a bottle. I think I got another bottle of 1792. Yeah, the bourbon, the small batch. You saw my 4th of July, so I hope you all had a great 4th of July. I'm a patriot. I'm a Marine. I love America. And I know nowadays people don't want to say stuff like that. Look, I love America. And so I celebrated 4th of July, had a great time with my family. And so I'm going to be giving out a bottle of 1792 bourbon, just as I think about the history of this nation. Does the country have some challenges, some issues? Yeah. But I love America. I love this nation. And so we'll be gifting out a bottle tonight of 1792. But let's get ready for this trial. Without any further ado. For today's show, and we're going to do something patriotic. That's how we're going to get this bottle. The 1792 small batch bourbon. I mentioned this because on 4th of July, I had the 1792 12 year. And so that's what I had. So I got an unopened bottle of the 1792 small batch. And so we'll be gifting that out. We'll announce something in a few. But today's show, this is a smoke show. This is bring your grievances. A lot of times I correspond with people and they say, wow, I'm sure you get a lot of hate mail. You say some stuff. And you know, the truth of the matter is I actually, most people don't even disagree with what I say. Most people just don't like it that I said it. They don't like how I say it. And that just makes me want to say it even more. And so I said, how about I just do an entire live where everybody can just share the egregious things that I've said. Share the outlandish things that I've said. Share the things that I've said that you just disagree with. Correct me. Hold me accountable. Bring me before the court. Bring me in front of the congregation. I'm going to share with you some of the evidence that the people have raised against the entity known as Rise and Grind. But I invite the people. You can also share. You can also share some of the hurtful things that Rise and Grind has said. The things that just bother us. Make us lose sleep. Today we hold Rise and Grind accountable. We bring him before the congregation. And he must plea for mercy. He must plea for leniency. Rise and Grind has gone too far. Evidence A, Exhibit A of what Rise and Grind has done. Rise and Grind did a video the other day, several months ago, suggesting that we don't have to smoke expensive cigars. This is ludicrous. This is vile. This is malicious. Everybody knows that in order to enjoy cigars, you must smoke expensive cigars. Everybody knows that in order to enjoy cigars, you must have expensive cigars. And Rise and Grind has come out and he has made these claims, suggesting that there are other cigars that are priced below $10 that are also good and enjoyable and will give you a good time with your friends. And not only has he done that, but he has gone so far as to suggest that we don't need to have expensive cutters and lighters. Rise and Grind has gone as far as saying that we don't have to have ST DuPont lighters or Zycar cutters. Rise and Grind has said we don't have to have expensive humidors. He has even shown himself placing cigars in Tupperware. This, my friends, must be stopped. You see, the industry, the people, the community all know that the only good cigar is an expensive cigar. And this was the start of it when Rise and Grind came out and said BS. This was the start of something treacherous. This was the start of it all. The suggestion that there are good cigars that are not expensive. This, my friends, was the beginning. And this is what we present to the people, Exhibit A, of egregious things that Rise and Grind has said. Yes, there's a reason for us to unsubscribe. Yes, there's a reason for the hate. Yes, there's a reason for us to be so angry. How dare he suggest that there are good cigars that are not expensive? How dare he? My friend, we submit to the people Exhibit A on why Rise and Grind must be stopped. Because the only good cigar is an expensive cigar. Now, I'm smoking a Definition Noir. Is it expensive? No. Is it good? Yes. But that's besides the point. Rise and Grind must be stopped. And so today we allow the people to bring your complaints, to put in the chat the egregious things that Rise and Grind has said over the past few months. The things that he has said that has angered you, that has upset you. Go ahead and put it in the chat. We know that we talk about it in the cigar lounge to each other. We know that we have a group chat where we talk about these things to each other. But today we allow the people to present the evidence against Rise and Grind here in real time as we bring him before the court. What's going on, my buddy? On travel? You here for the trial. And so Exhibit A, Rise and Grind suggesting that we don't have to have expensive cigars. That was Exhibit A. Exhibit B against Rise and Grind. Rise and Grind did a video. I'm glad you got the journal. Enjoy it. Rise and Grind did a video. And he said that some cigars taste like dirt. Now, all good content creators know that we're not allowed to say that cigars sometimes taste like dirt. You're allowed to say it's earthy. You're allowed to say it's mineral. You're allowed to say it's grassy. You're even allowed to say there's a manure taste, but you cannot say the cigar tastes like dirt. And Rise and Grind has said so many cigars taste like dirt. In fact, said that a cigar tastes like spicy dirt. That is not allowed. In fact, I have before you Exhibit B, the cigar content rule book that tells us exactly the words we're allowed to say. We're allowed to say white pepper, red pepper. We're allowed to say baking spice. We're allowed to say earthy. We're allowed to say creamy. There's only a few words that us cigar content creators are allowed to say, and Rise and Grind has taken it way too far. Rise and Grind said that one cigar to him tasted like spicy dirt. This is appalling. This cannot be allowed. The industry is based upon content creators saying what we tell them to say. There's a script. You've got to read the script. You can't go off the script. You cannot say what you want to say. We send you the cigars. We send you the script. You read the script. That's it. It doesn't matter what it tastes like to you. Read the script. Rise and Grind sometimes just speaks and says what he wants. If it tastes like dirt, he'll say it on camera. What happens to the cigar industry if content creators just start speaking their minds and saying what the cigar really tastes like? The industry is not based upon truth and honesty. It's based upon what we tell you all to say. And Rise and Grind has gone too far. Rise and Grind has said that some cigars taste like dirt. He says some cigars taste like old tobacco in a bad way. Rise and Grind has defied the rules of cigar content creation. And this, my friends, is Exhibit B of why Rise and Grind must be stopped. And so we are placing the entity known as Rise and Grind on trial. He has been ludicrous, defiant. He has been appalling. And the people today have had enough. We allow the people to come together. As Brother Leroy says, that Rise and Grind has been found guilty, sentenced to continue to speak his mind from here on out. Enough is enough. Rise and Grind fails to rise and comply. The industry is not based upon saying what you think. We send you the cigars. We give you a script. You read the script. You don't say what the cigar really tastes like to you. You read the script. Rise and Grind has confused the entire industry using words like dirty and spicy dirt. And he must be stopped. Questions from the people? Hotbox Cigar is here. I hope he follows the rules for cigar content creation. You read the script. Tandem Man is here. Old Fogey is here. Tandem Man asked the question, what happens if you don't know how to read? My friend, if you don't know how to read, you just say what the last content creator said on his video. That's what you do. This is not about saying what you think. You read the script. If you can't read, just say what everybody else is saying. We need uniformity. We all need to be saying the exact same thing. Yes, my friend. We need uniformity because when we release these cigars, we need to have everyone saying the exact same thing. We can't have people going off the rails saying what they think. We cannot have that. We cannot have that. And so, my friends, we are gathered here for the trial of Rise and Grind. Exhibit A, he has been suggesting that you don't have to smoke expensive cigars. He has been given his honest taste of cigars using words that aren't in the script. Exhibit C. Rise and Grind did a video where he called himself the People's Champ. Rise and Grind said that he was the People's Champ. My friends, the industry will let you know who the People's Champ is. Who the People's Champ is has nothing to do with the people. The industry will decide who we deem as the People's Champ. We don't care about who's honest. We don't care about who's entertaining. We don't care about who speaks to the people. We don't care about who gives to the people. That's irrelevant. We, the industry, will determine who is the People's Champ. Now, Rise and Grind put out some videos, and then people started doing hashtag People's Champ, and that's just going to lead to anarchy. The people do not decide who the People's Champ is. The industry will let you know who the champ is. We've got it worked out. We've got it figured out. We've selected who we like, and that will be your champ. And you will go along with it. We don't care about Rise and Grind, and we don't care about data. We don't care about analytics. We don't care about who you watch. We will let you know who the People's Champ is. Because this has gone way too far, and it's gone on for too long. Rise and Grind should have been canceled a long time ago. The industry, my brother Mark, the industry will determine who the People's Champ is. And after we have determined who that person will be, we will let you know, and then you will watch that person's video. We don't care if it's boring. We don't care if it's redundant. We will let you know who the People's Champ is. All this going off the rails and honesty, and no. The industry, we make the cigars, we make the content, and we will let the people know who the People's Champ is. And so we are putting Rise and Grind on trial today. This is the Smoke Show, and we invite the people. We invite the people to come and to share. Share about the egregious things that Rise and Grind has said. We're going to be setting up a 1-800 number for all the men who have been hurt by his comments. They've been hurt by his reviews. They've been abused by his words. We want you to know that there's going to be a hotline for you. But please come and share with us. We got more. We're on Exhibit C. We got a whole list of egregious things that Rise and Grind has done. And we will bring him before the court. And he better plead and beg for mercy. But please, put in the chat. Put in the chat the things that he has done that has just left you appalled. Put in the chat the things that he has done that he needs to be brought accountable for. Put in the chat the things that he has done that this court must now know about. As we enjoy the definition to war, a cigar that says, define yourself. That's what I'm smoking on tonight as we have the Smoke Show. You know, I just had this idea of, well, let's just do a show about it. I know people talk. I know people say stuff. Okay, let's just do a show. And anything I said, people can come and share. And if you don't share, then I suspect you should stop talking. Because the way we operate, we just bring stuff before the court. We bring it before the congregation. And so this is the smoke show. It's an open show where we can all just come and just share. Don't talk about it in the lounge. Don't talk about it in your group chat. Let's just talk about it. Don't be triggered. Let's just talk about it. This is the smoke show. Bring the smoke. For those who have been hurt, we have a team of counselors who have been set up. For those who they've been triggered, Rise and Grind has said that their favorite cigar tastes like dirt. We have an entire hotline that has been set up for you. For those who believe that you can only smoke expensive cigars, and so you've spent all of your money on expensive cigars, and then Rise and Grind came out and said you kind of wasted a bunch of money. There's a hotline that's set up for you. As my friend Old Fogey said, it's 1-800-BOO SHOW. 1-800-BOO SHOW. We've got a team of counselors who are going to help you. They're going to help you to get through this. We're going to get through this together. I know Rise and Grind has said things that's just so appalling, so triggering, but we're here to help. All right, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Now, Rise and Grind said, he said when he mentioned the Lusitania. You see, Rise and Grind, my friends, he has presented this notion that you can't just enjoy your cigars right away. You see, we all know. Here's how it works. You buy the cigar, and then you just store the cigar. You don't smoke the cigar. Here's what the industry, here's how it works. All the cigar smokers out here. We sell you the cigars, you buy the cigars. We're going to sell you, we're going to overprice them. You're going to buy them, but you're not going to actually smoke them because they're not ready for you to smoke them. And so you're going to buy the cigars at twice the price it cost, and then you're just going to store them for a number of years. You're never going to actually smoke them. You're just going to store them. And then we're just going to keep giving you more and more cigars, and you're going to buy more and more, and you're not going to smoke those either. You're just going to buy cigars and store them. That is how we stay in business. You just keep buying and just putting them away, but you keep buying. Rise and Grind came out and said, smoke your good cigars. Rise and Grind came out and said, quit with all the science and the storing and the this and the that and the temperature and the humidity. And he said, just smoke them. Rise and Grind must be stopped. Because there is no just smoking cigars. You store them. You put them away. You just stave them for years. 5, 10 years even. You don't actually smoke them. You just buy them. You give us money, we give you cigars, and then you just store them. That's how it works. And so when Rise and Grind tells you smoke them just because, this is why we've got to cancel him. Because we cannot have people smoking their good cigars. That's not how it works. And so, my friends, we've got a hotline set up for you, for all those who have been offended, for those who have been hurt, for those who've been... Look, you shouldn't have to go through this. I mean, Rise and Grind is putting out all these videos. Every day he's dropping videos. He's dropping videos. He's doing these lives. And we have to watch it. I mean, we got to hate watch, right? We got to watch it. Can't not watch it. But it's so triggering. It's so upsetting, the things that he says. And so that's Exhibit D. So please place before the people. Please place before the people your comments, your evidence. Please place before the people. And as you do that, we've got so much more. We've got so much more on this trial. We've got so much more to cover. But the people pause at this moment to celebrate this nation, to celebrate America. And so the people will be gifted for simply saying hashtag truth. We're going to go at hashtag truth. Hashtag truth. And you get a bottle of 1792 small batch as we honor our nation. Hashtag truth. And we do a bottle giveaway of 1792 small batch. Hashtag truth. And even that, I mean, Rise and Grind with all this patriotism, all this military stuff. Doesn't he know that that's not popular, to be patriotic and to say you love America? Doesn't he know that that's not what we do? You know, Rise and Grind has to be stopped. I mean, all this patriotism, all this family, all this manhood, all this, we gotta bring this to an end. And so that's why today we got the trial. Today we are putting on trial the entity known as Rise and Grind. Today we shut it down. Yeah, let's protest. Protest by hitting the like button. Protest. Let's hit this like button. We got to protest. Rise and Grind has gone too far. We have presented before you exhibits A, B, C, and D, as well as E. Exhibit A, the mere suggestion that you can have a good cigar and it not be expensive. False. Exhibit B, the idea that you can say whatever you think the cigar tastes like. False. Exhibit C, the idea that he's the people's champ. False. Exhibit D, the idea that you can smoke your cigars and enjoy them right away. False. Exhibit E, the idea that you have to be patriotic. False. Rise and Grind must be stopped. And so today we bring him before the court Today we bring him before the people. Today we hold him accountable. Now let's get into some more of the evidence. The people are allowed to share because this is an open format. The people can share. What is it? Share with us that egregious thing that Rise and Grind said, that just hurt us. Again, we've got a hotline that has been set up. Counselors are waiting for the triggered man. There will be someone that will cuddle you and spoon with you and help you throughout this time. In fact, that leads us to Exhibit F. Rise and Grind has said that he's done an entire live stream, and he said that men should not be emotional. He did a different live stream and said men should not be easily triggered. He has said that men should not be sensitive. This is egregious. Men should be allowed to spoon, as my brother Old Fogey has mentioned. Men should be allowed to be triggered. If you watch a video and somebody says something you disagree with, you have every right to be triggered and to get into the comments. Your comments should be at least 3 paragraphs. If you are not writing a 3-paragraph comment after being triggered on a video, did you even watch the video? If you are not leaving behind 3-page Yelp reviews, if you don't watch a video that you disagree with and watch it till the end and then leave an angry comment, are you even alive? Are you even alive? As I enjoy this definition of war, as we bring Rise and Grind to trial, to share some of the egregious things that he said. This posturing, this image of men being men. Men should be emotional. Men should be sensitive. Men should spoon. Men, listen, if you watch a video and after watching the video, if somebody says that they don't like your favorite cigar, yes, it should make you cry. It should bring you to tears. It should hurt your feelings. That's a logical reaction. And Rise and Grind has been putting out this idea that men ought to carry themselves in a certain way and have it's emotionally damaging to say you don't like a cigar. And if somebody says that they don't like your cigar, that's hurtful. That's hurtful. My brother got on late. I can only imagine if you just jumped on and you're watching the show and you're like, what is this guy talking about? And who is this guy? we putting Rise and Grind on trial for all the hurtful, the egregious, the malicious, the vile things that he has said. We are placing him on trial today because enough is enough. Rise and Grind has said that men should be men. No. Rise and Grind has said that men should not be emotional. They should not be easily triggered. They should not be sensitive. He said that men should be good fathers. good husbands. My friends, rise and grind must be stopped. When does it end? Rise and Grind did a whole live stream on testosterone. He did an entire live stream talking about the impacts of testosterone, suggesting that men should have testosterone. And he even shared with men how to increase their testosterone. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? The idea that men should have testosterone and that men should not be emotional and that men should not be triggered. The idea that men should be stoic, that men should be good fathers, that men should be good husbands. My friends, rise and grind must be stopped. It's all this hard work, this focus on the family. It's and so I present to the people Exhibit F of why rise and grind must be stopped. How much more of this can we possibly take? And so please continue. We allow the people to share the egregious things that Rise and Grind has said. Thank you, my brother. Rise and Grind has talked about men having proper hygiene. We all know that he has shared with us colognes that men should wear so that men can walk into spaces and smell good. He's talked about manscaping. He's talked about what fragrances you ought to wear. He talked about just the most egregious things. It's just not right. It's just not right. Sharing with men how they can be more attractive. Sharing with men how they can present themselves better. Sharing with men how they can garner more respect. That is Exhibit G on why rise and grind must be stopped. And so for those who are calling into the hotline, please continue. The lines are backed up. We've got about 3 counselors who will take your call and walk you through this, help you to not be triggered, help you to deal with your emotionalism. The counselors are there. Please call in 1-800. In fact, we're going to change the line to 1-800-TRIGGERED. 1-800-TRIGGERED. Today we fix things. As old Fogey says, that he loves to stink. Nobody should tell him to wash. Rise and Grind said wash up twice a day maybe. Wear some powder. Manscaped. My friend, E. Rigo. Rise and Grind. Rise and Grind is the one who has committed the crime for sharing with men that they ought to wear colognes. Exhibit G. Exhibit G. Exhibit G. Exhibit G. Rise and Grind has dared to say that most cigar content is boring. Look, I mentioned this earlier. Here's how it works. We, the industry, we send you content creators the cigars. We give you the script. You read the script. If you can't read, just say what everybody else has been saying. That's how it works. There is no creativity. No. This isn't about entertainment. Smoke the cigar. We want to see you smoke a cigar. There's nothing more enjoying than just watching a man smoke a cigar for about 30 minutes. I mean, what's the most best thing to do? You know when you paint and then you watch the paint dry? That's exhilarating. The only thing better than watching paint dry is watching cigar content. Cigar content creators, we want to just watch you. We don't want to see any personality. No. There's no personality. Stogie Brody is on here as we put Rise and Grind on trial. Exhibit G. Rise and Grind said that some cigar content is boring. Look, it's supposed to be boring. So listen, because there's people on here like Stogie Brody just jumped on and he does this whole motivation and making you feel good. No, that's not what this is for. It's not. We don't want to inspire the people. Old Fogey tries to do, stories and graphics and all. No, that's not what this is for. There is no entertainment. Don't do anything creative. Just smoke the cigar, and we need a monotone voice. Smoke the cigar, stare at the camera, and just talk for about 20 minutes. That is what we want you all to do. That's how it's always been. You just give us a 30-minute video, just staring at the camera, smoking a cigar. That's what we want. Rise and Grind has come out of nowhere talking about that's boring. How dare he? How dare he? Is it boring? Exhibit G. Rise and Grind has dared us to make entertaining content, inspiring content, motivational content. That is not what cigar content is for. It's not supposed to be inspiring or motivational. It's supposed to be boring. Exhibit G of why Rise and Grind must be stopped. Saying cigars takes like Twix and whatnot. Twix is not in the script. And so Rise and Grind, again, there's so much. We are up to Exhibit G. As my brother Nathaniel says, there's nothing that your wife likes more than watching another man smoke a cigar for about 10 to 30 minutes. That is what your wife wants you to be doing. She wants you to just watch a guy smoke a cigar. She needs to spend 30 minutes watching you spend 30 minutes watching a guy spend 30 minutes smoking a cigar. I mean, Rise and Grind sometimes does these, like his videos are short and he's doing all these lists and there's all this fast and quick. No, they got to be longer. No, you're not supposed to be entertaining. Cigar content is not supposed to be entertaining. It's supposed to be boring. It's supposed to be long. That's just how it is. And Rise and Grind has come out talking about creativity and inspiration, motivation, entertainment. No. Thank you. Exhibit G. Please continue as we bring this entity to justice. Please continue. We're up to Exhibit G. Rise and Grind has told us to put on lotion after a shower. so that the fragrance will attract to your body more. Moisturized skin. It's appalling. I mean, it's not even funny anymore. It's criminal at this point. Teaching men to moisturize and wear fragrances. This must be stopped. We are putting Rise and Grind on trial as I enjoy this definition noir. We had a bottle giveaway earlier. Hashtag truth to be a winner. Bottle of 1792 small batch. On Friday, I'm celebrating my birthday. Friday is my birthday show. So make sure you tune in for that. And so we are, tonight it ends. The egregious, the reckless, the harmful, the hurtful. Tonight it ends. We hold Rise and Grind accountable. Is this Exhibit H? Exhibit H. Exhibit H. Thank you, Mr. Hotbox. Exhibit H. Here's what Rise and Grind does. We need to shut him down tonight. Rise and Grind gets products from brands and then he gives it to the people. Rise and Grind, every show is giving stuff to the people. Every show, he's just giving people stuff. He's giving people whiskeys, cigars, humidifiers, air purifiers. Listen, the people don't get nothing. That's it. They don't get nothing. They buy our expensive cigars. They're not allowed to smoke them. They got to store them for years. You buy it, you store it, you buy, you store, you buy, you store. That's it. The people get nothing. Rise and Grind has come on the scene just every show. Now, when he first said it was like, okay, yeah, he'll do it one show. This guy does it like twice a week. If everybody starts giving to the people, do you know what that will cause? The people don't get nothing. We don't give to the people. Rise and Grind has come on the scene, giving stuff to the people. And then he doesn't even ask for money. There's no pitch. This is not how it works. You don't give to the people. And if Rise and Grind is given to the people, what happens if everybody starts giving to the people? The people don't get nothing. We get everything, not the people. Rise and Grind must be stopped. Exhibit H. All those giveaways. Every show, giveaway. Just because they're watching, he gives them stuff for free and good stuff. Rise and Grind must be stopped. Yes. And he also talk about marriage and stuff. Telling men to be good husbands. It's too much. And he always celebrating something. There's always something. Birthday, son's graduation, promotion, degree, channel doing good. How much things is he going to celebrate? How much things is going to go good in this man's life? I mean, he does this whole work hard and be good and when does the celebration stop? Every week he's celebrating something. I am so sick of it. Always celebrating something, always happy and upbeat, always positive. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Exhibit H. Too many giveaways. Giving people stuff. And telling people the self-care. We need to shut Rise and Grind down. And so when you see your brothers saying that they don't like Rise and Grind, this is why. When you see people say, oh yeah, I can't stand him. Yeah. Giving away stuff. Teaching stuff. Being positive. Helping. No. This is degenerate behavior. Okay. Does he even charge people shipping? No. Tariffs? No. I mean, this guy don't even say hit the like button. He don't even say hit the like button. And then when he does set something up, like his Patreon, you end up getting more out of the Patreon than you pay for the Patreon. This must stop. So please continue to share. And you know what it causes? So I believe Scott Heath just sent Rise and Grind some stuff. So Rise and Grind is always sending stuff to everybody, left and right, doing shows, 2 shows a week, 4 videos a week, giving out content, 4 videos, 2 lives each week, and then he puts 2 videos on his Patreon, giving out content and then sending people stuff. And you know what that's going to cause? People like Scott is going to start sending him stuff. So Scott just sent him some stuff. And so now you're going to have this whole world where everybody's sending each other stuff. We need to stop this tonight. We can't have all this. We can't have all this. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. You know, to me, the worst day was, why is his channel growing? The people, it's clear. The Men Triggered Society have expressed their disappointment, their frustration. They've filled out the petitions. They've picketed. They've done everything they can do. The Spooning Men of America have come together and said no more Rise and Grind. The Triggered Brother Association have teamed up with the Spooning Men of America, and they've gotten together with the Emotionally Battered Men, and they've gotten together with the Sensitive, Sassy Brothers, and they've all come together, petitioned, lobbied, protested, and his channel is growing. This is why this trial today is so important. This is why we need to bring Rise and Grind before this committee, present the evidence. We're up to Exhibit H. And we got more. We got more. This needs to stop. And it needs to stop tonight. It needs to stop tonight. And so I've enjoyed my Definition Noir. Great cigar. Smokes great. As the people make their petitions, I'm going to jump into a second one. I'm going to light up a Chimoli. And that's another thing with this guy. This guy, listen, there's only 5 cigars companies that you're supposed to smoke. It's established. It's set. There's only 5 of them. It doesn't matter if you like them or not. It doesn't matter if it's good or not tobacco. If they used to be good, you just keep smoking them. You don't get to change. You smoke the same cigars. This guy has come out talking about new companies. Talking about companies like Chimoli, Definition. I mean, who smokes Definition and Chimoli? Look, you smoke who we tell you to smoke. This guy has come out just smoking all kind of new stuff. Every time I light up this Chimoli, I always feel like I'm doing it wrong because the foot band is just so low. But I submit to the people, Exhibit I. Rise and Grind has been challenging the industry. Not just going along with who we say to go along with. Talking about brands who we haven't deemed to be, in our pockets. He just talks about whatever he wants to talk about. New brands, old brands, just doing his own thing. Rise and Grind must be stopped. What is this? Giving the people something to look forward to. Exhibit J. And I think it all ties back into this whole entertainment. Look, cigar content is not to be entertaining. You sit here, most of his shows, he doesn't even talk about the cigar. How can you have a cigar show? You just smoked an entire cigar, and now you're smoking a second cigar, and you don't tell us with the cigar. We wanna sit for an hour and just hear you talk about the cigar. That's fascinating. Tell us where the tobacco is from. Is it from Jalapa or Esteli? Is it from Nicaragua or Dominican Republic? Was it grown at 3,500 feet above sea level? Tell us about the filler, the wrapper. How long did it age for? That is cigar content. Just tell us a bunch of pointless, boring stuff. That's what people tune in for. Nobody wants to talk about stuff, real stuff, life. We want to talk about cigars for like 2 hours. That's fun. That's Rise and Grind has done this whole thing where it's entertainment and motivation, and excitement, and Exhibit J. No. Cigar content should be boring. It's basic. plain. Just read the script. No motivation, no entertainment. Just read the script. Rise and Grind seems to have a problem with that. I'm waiting for him to stop. When is he going to stop? You know, I was so happy when I saw on Monday he didn't release a video. I said, finally, he's ran out of steam. And then I heard that he just forgot to upload it. And because he didn't put out a video on Monday, he's going to put out a video Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Who does 4 videos in a week and 2 lives? Doesn't he have a job? Rise and Grind must be stopped. So I smoked the Chamole Pioneer. Yeah, the Pioneer. I think my favorite is the Dynasty. I like the Dynasty. So we are up to Exhibit J. Just hanging out with the people. All right, let's see. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazier than me. The worst thing, he introduces you to the cigars. Yeah, he introduces you to the cigars that are good. Stop. Stop. Rise and Grind must be stopped. So I really enjoyed the Definition of War, African Cameroon. And so I decided, okay, what can I follow that up with? And so I thought the Pioneer, since this is Connecticut broadleaf, I thought that would be good. So, introducing the people to good cigars. Exhibit K, we're not on K. H-I-J-K. Yeah, or Exhibit K, educating the people. And this is the thing. This guy smokes cigars for fun, not just in reviewing them. So sometimes we'll see on his different lives, he's smoking the same cigar again, like he actually likes it. Look, we send the content creators, we send you 2 cigars. You're going to smoke one, and then you're going to review the next one. That's it. You don't smoke the cigars after that. You go on to the next cigar that we send you later. Rise and Grind will... this guy is still smoking Alec Bradley Prensados from like 10 years ago. The people got to keep buying new stuff. We got to keep pushing new stuff on the people. We can't just fall in love with something that's good. And no, we can't do that. We can't do that. We're up to Exhibit K. What comes after K? Are we on K or J? JK. Exhibit L. My brothers keep the track. Exhibit L. We rocking with you. It's an hour and 14 minutes into the show. It feels like we just started. It really does. I mean, this has been so much fun. Imagine doing a show like this. I mean, imagine the what do you want to call it? Creativity, levity, the self-deprecating humor, the honesty. Imagine the gall, the audacity it takes for someone to do a whole show just dissing themselves. Imagine what that takes. Imagine doing a whole cigar show, an hour and 15 minutes. You ain't even talking about cigars. You just wilding out with the people. That takes a special talent. But Exhibit L. Here's what Rise and Grind did. we'll probably stop at M. Exhibit L. Rise and grind after all the gifts, the content. This guy came up with a cigar journal. And then he gifts his Patreon members a cigar journal. Who gifts people stuff? So you sign up for his Patreon, you become a sponsor, and then he sends you a cigar journal. And so now you got people like Scott writing in the cigar journal. Now you got people like Bobcat. They got theirs. When does it end? He's sending people journals now. So he gives them content, he gives them gifts, gives them cigars, gives them whiskeys, and now sends people journals for them to write in and share their thoughts. Rise and grind must be stopped. And I don't even know how he got the journal on Amazon. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, how is he connected with Amazon? How did he pull that off? Who is this guy? Rise and grind must be stopped. What's up, Alpha? We putting Rise and Grind on trial tonight. Another guy with a journal. How many people have these journals? He just talked about it last week. All these people got these cigar journals. What happens when these people start writing their thoughts in their cigar journals? What if they write bad things about cigars that they smoke? My friends, this has gone way too far. He's become friends with people. This has gone way too far. Exhibit M. Exhibit M. Don't tell me, Leroy. How many people got these journals? And so again, let this serve as a guide for the coalition, to the Spoon Brothers Association, to the triggered men of America, to the emotional men of the nation. Continue to petition, continue to lobby, continue to let your voices be heard. Whenever you see Rise and Grind, just seeing his name, you ought to just type angrily. Just seeing his name, we need the comments. We need your expressions. We need you to we need you to share how hurt you've been by all of this. This doesn't stop until the Spoon and Sassy Brothers of America come together and express their views. This doesn't stop until the emotional men, the emotional EMA, the Emotional Men Association. This doesn't stop until the EMA comes together and does something. To the TBA, to the Triggered Brothers Association, it's time. It's time for you to lobby. It's time for you to write. It's time for you to get your comment fingers going. This thing has gone on for too long. This has gone on for too long. He's got people smoking old cigars This has gone on for too long. I mean, what happens if he gets to 20,000 subscribers? 25,000. We got to stop this. We got to stop this. Exhibit M or N. I think we're on Exhibit N. Rise and Grind has done a video, several videos, in fact. I do think that there should be compensation for damages and distress. I mean, imagine watching a video and a guy says he doesn't like your cigar. You know how emotionally damaging that could be? I mean, when you're spooning with your partner later at night, that's all that's going to be in your mind of what this guy said in his video. How do you recover from that? And so that's why we have the hotline set up to help. My brother, if you just jump it in, I mean, it'd probably be hard to try to figure out the show. But we just putting Rise and Grind on trial. Luckily, this is recorded. This is evidence for the state. Last thing, Exhibit N. Rise and Grind did a video, and he said he only smokes like a couple cigars. He did a video said that you only need like maybe 3 or 4 good cigars in your collection. The industry is designed on buying. We need people buying. They got to keep buying. We don't care if they smoke the cigars. They got to keep buying. They buy. Rise and Grind has done a video saying that he's found the cigars that he likes and he just kind of sticks to those. You cannot be a content creator and you're not pushing the people keep buying new cigars. We need the people buying cigars. That's how the industry works. We come out with cigars that are overpriced. We push it on the people buy it. The content creators push the products. That's how it works. Rise and Grind has said no, he only smokes like 3 or 4 cigars that he's been smoking for like 10 years now. My friends, with Exhibit M, with Exhibit N, the people rest their case. As Rigor said, this is a channel that teaches self-care, gives the people stuff, encouragement, entertainment. My friends, humor, comedy, Rise and Grind must be stopped. And with that, the people rest their case. And so I thank y'all for rocking out tonight. I thank you guys. Certainly, obviously, the Diddy trial just happened. That's what everybody's talking about. Diddy trial. I already did a whole Diddy show, the whole No Diddy. And I was corresponding with somebody, and they said, man, I bet you. And then this person sent me an amazing email. In fact, it was Sober Cigars. He sent me a great email. And he said in the email, he said, man, you know what? Hey, I just want to say thank you for what you do. You do great work. Thank you. And he said, I bet you a lot of people probably tell you mean stuff. And I thought about it and I said, actually, nobody does. Nobody actually says anything mean to me. But I do know that there's people who, if you just try to do good by the people, there's always going to be somebody who just have a problem with that. So my brother said, you got people like Epstein in this world. You got people doing criminal acts, just vile acts. But then you got some people who just doing a little bit of good, just helping the people out, giving some content, some education, some entertainment. I was just trying to do something different because, I mean, what else are we going to do on a Tuesday night? Are we just going to do the same old boring stuff over and over? And so one thing I hope you realize with this channel, every live is just going to be different. Now, do I need videos and panels and all? No. I got a mind, a creative mind that can come up with some kind of creative ideas. And so if you watch this and you smiled at some point, then that's what YouTube is for. It's to make us smile at some point, learn something along the way, be encouraged along the way. And if you're the kind of brother who you get all emotional and yeah, then I'm just gonna make fun of you because I think it's funny. Men need to be men. Men need to step up and be men. You ought to be able to laugh at stuff. There's so much we're dealing with. If you're a father, a husband, an employee, employer, volunteer, mentor, at some point, men got to come together, maybe laugh a little, smile a little, chill out a little. But all that typing hard in the comments, all that being triggered and emotional, I don't know when we started doing that. We're here for each other, to help each other on the way. And so that's what this channel is for, to help somebody out. So I hope every time you turn into a video, I hope every time you watch anything, that you are made better. If you watch a 5-minute video of mine, I hope it helped you. I hope it made your day just a little bit better. I hope you laughed at something I said. I hope you learned something. Do I care about cigars and whiskey? They're not that important. What's important is the people. Can I reach people? Can I talk to somebody? Can I connect with somebody? And so, yeah, the cigars allows us the space to come together and have the conversation. But after we sit down, can we talk about something? Can we dive into some topic? Can we do something that's entertaining? Can we do something different? And so that's what we wanted to do tonight. We just wanted to do something a little bit different. And you know what I was actually kind of hoping for was because the way I am, so sure, if you got a problem with somebody, then you just share it and say, hey, yeah, I didn't like it how you said this or how you said that. But notice, nobody said that. And that's what it's a constant reminder to me that there's more of us than there are of them. Because sometimes that brother just typing hard in the comments, sometimes we think that's the majority, but no, that's just some weirdo. That's just some spooning sassy brother. Most men can sit here and look how so many people, men and women, joined and was like, what is this show about? What is he talking about? And then instantly you got it. And then you laughed and said, this guy's crazy. And then you just kind of went along with it. I didn't prep the show. I didn't tell anybody what to say. But then instantly we played into the joke. We just kept it going. I had 5 things listed on my paper. That would have been like Exhibit E. You guys took it out to Exhibit M. Because that's what happens when people come together and just have a good time. We all vibe off of each other. That's what I like about the community. And so Stogie Brody's mentioned he's going to be on Cigars and Bandit on Thursday. So go ahead, check that out on Thursday. But it's about, can we have good conversations? Can we have a community? Can we even poke fun at ourselves? Can we look at the things that's kind of silly that we do and say, yeah, it's kind of weird that we do that? Can we be honest enough to even talk about it? And so that's what I wanted us to do today. And even for me to say, hey, look, I'm on trial. Talk about it. How many men can do that? How many men can say, hey, look, we doing a whole show and I'm on trial and we're going to have fun with it? And so, again, I was, where was I? I think I was at work on Monday, and then 1:00 came, and then I said, oh man, I didn't upload the video. And so, I do everything all at one time. All my videos get uploaded and then they kind of release throughout the week. And I realized that I just didn't remember to upload. And so I said, okay, I don't want to mess up this week's schedule. And so you'll get a video Wednesday, Thursday. We go live again Friday. Then you get a video Saturday and then a video on Sunday. I don't think I've ever released a video on Sunday, but you'll get 4 videos this week. Letting you know what's coming out this week. And so I talk about some cognac tomorrow. So if you're a big cognac fan, cognac, that's coming out tomorrow. On Thursday, you're going to like the Thursday video. Thursday, I talk about hype. You know me. Hey, look, I go in and I talk about... Thursday, I talk about... The video is going to be entitled the best non-hype cigar. And then I'm going to go into a whole conversation talking about hype. Talking about how sometimes there's this idea that in order to do content, you got to hype stuff up. You got to be controversial. But I'm saying that, no, you don't. You don't have to be controversial. You just got to be good. You don't have to be alarming just be a good communicator. Just be effective. Sometimes, and you see these people, they're always trying to do some controversy, some kind of hype. And it's just to push views. Cigar companies always trying to get some hype going. And so what I talk about in that video is you don't need to bring hype. Just bring good quality. Your cigar doesn't need to be hyped. Just make a good cigar. Your channel doesn't need to be controversy. Just make good content. Look what we did tonight. Just come up with creative ideas. You don't need controversy and hype. Just do a good job. I got a video coming out this weekend. It's called What Does Your Favorite Cigar Say About You? So that's another fun one. You're really going to like that one. I like to poke fun at us. To say, hey, if this is your favorite cigar, what does it mean about you? That's just being creative. Just thinking outside the box. Because I'm not going to just sit here and just do boring. Well, Yeah, I'm not going to do the same thing over and over. I'm always going to do something different. And so that video's coming out. And then finally, and then we talk about cigars to celebrate with. And so that was today's show. Hopefully I helped you out on a Tuesday night. Now I see the people are here. Now we done did the show. So if y'all got any questions, please feel free to ask your questions. I already lit up my second cigar. I'm smoking the Definition. No, I smoked the Definition Noir earlier. And now I'm smoking the Chamole Pioneer. So they're Connecticut broadleaf. Really digging what Chamole is doing. They're the new guys in town. And I like to think, hey, I'm the new guy. I'm the new guy in town. It's been 2 years, but I'm always trying to reinvent myself. And so my brother asked, need some bottle recommendations for a Bahamas trip. What can I get that you can only find there? All right, so I guess I'll say something basic. The answer used to be get you some Hennessy White, because you can get Hennessy White there, but now you can get Hennessy White here in America. And so no, don't rush and get the Hennessy White. If you're gonna be there, if you like beer, I like their beer, Kalik. So Kalik beer. So make sure you have to use some Kalik beer when you're there. Maybe get you some rum. Get you some white rum. That ought to do you well. So they got more so rum there. So if you want to bring back some Kalik beer, spelled Kalik, Kalik, bring that back, or just get you some Bahamian white rum. And white rum, if you're gonna make like a rum punch, pretty much rum and Kool-Aid, or rum and tropical punch. That'll be great for the summertime with a bunch of ice in it. That'll do you well. Average number of cigars smoked daily. No, it's not an average. It's like one. So I smoke 5 to 7 cigars a week. So I know you guys see me. You see me smoke 2 cigars. I don't smoke multiple cigars unless I'm doing something like this. Unless I'm kicking it with the fellas. I'll smoke about 5 cigars a week. Now, if I'm doing something like this, then that might push me to 6 or 7. But I tend to smoke maybe every other day. But yeah, I'm not I'm more of at the end of the night, light up a cigar. That's my move right there. But like I said, if I go to the lounge, then I'll smoke 2. But that's like, I guess once a week or so. Because I know some of you guys smoke like 3-5 cigars a day. No. I think I probably average 1 a day. If even that. Yeah, I really like the Pangu. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, get you some rum when you out in the Bahamas. And so, hey, we just wanted to kick it with the people real quick. I appreciate you all. And so make sure you're hitting the like button. Our shows are always going to be different. And so, again, the Patreon, those who are over there, every now and again, I'll release a video on Patreon. I might do that every now and again, where usually the content is for paying Patreon members. But every now and again, I'll just put one on Patreon for whoever's on the platform. But I'm putting about 2 videos a week over there. That's Patreon exclusive stuff. And again, that's where we're going to do some of the major giveaways. So I'm going to give away, the last bit of bottles that I have. Tonight, we're giving away that 1792 small batch. So I'll announce that on Friday. Patreon. And check out the Cigar Journal. The Cigar Journal is super, super dope. My wife designed it. And so it's hardback. I think you're going to really enjoy that. Check out the Patreon. And so again, this Friday, my birthday. My birthday is on Thursday. I turn 46 on Thursday. So I'm doing a whole bunch of celebration. But on Friday, we're going to have the birthday live, which is where it's just going to be, I'm just going to kick it with the people. I'm going to have me some E.H. Taylor single barrel. I'll smoke a Atabey Black. And then we're going to have a massive giveaway. I'm putting together just a 5-pack of just my best cigars. And then we'll send that out to the people. Thank you, my brother. Thanks, Brother Bobby. 46 is the new young. And so we do this for the people. The industry can never put me on trial because I stand with and stand before the people. And so keep supporting what we're doing here. We do this for the people. Check out all the content coming out. So again, I'm dropping content on the weekend. Saturday, Sunday. We with you all. We with you every day between now and Sunday. And so thank you all. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.